A kind-hearted man helped a girl who was completely drunk, but when she woke up, she accused him of assaulting her. The man couldn't believe how absurd the situation was, but with no security cameras around, he had no way to prove his innocence. Just as he was about to accept the blame out of desperation, a young law intern appeared in the courtroom and offered to defend him. The opposing party immediately interrupted, accusing her of lacking principles for defending a criminal and questioning whether she wasn't afraid of getting her hands dirty. But the young lawyer stood her ground and responded firmly. She approached the accused and asked him to explain what had really happened that night. The man calmly replied that he had only done what he believed was right. When it was the prosecution's turn, they accused the man of abusing the girl and then fleeing the scene. They added that the victim had just turned 18 and that her life had been ruined by what had happened. The man could only sigh. He never imagined that helping someone would become his worst nightmare. The audience in the courtroom grew agitated, demanding harsh punishment. The prosecution then had the girl recount her version of events. She twisted the facts, claiming she had been walking alone down an alley when a man suddenly attacked her. According to her, although she fought back with all her strength, the aggressor pushed her to the ground, and if someone hadn't approached, she didn't know what would have happened. She said she was still living in fear and unable to overcome the trauma. Her father erupted in anger, demanding the death penalty for the accused. The young lawyer couldn't refute the claims. There was no evidence supporting the man's innocence. All she could do was watch as everyone turned their anger against him. As the trial neared its end, she asked him why he didn't defend his innocence. The man gave a bitter smile and said that no matter what he said, no one would believe him. Society just wanted someone to blame, regardless of actual guilt. Since the girl had publicly accused him, he had been targeted on social media. His life was ruined. The lawyer realized he had completely lost hope, knowing he couldn't rely on his own testimony. So she decided to fight on her own. In her argument, she firmly stated that accusing someone without clear evidence was a violation of the rule of law. Her words enraged the public, who shouted that the man deserved to burn in hell. But she didn't give up and posed a question to everyone. What if tomorrow you were the one being accused without proof? What if everyone believed lies about you? What if you weren't even allowed to defend yourself? If your family was insulted and your home destroyed, would you still think that was justice? Her words silenced the room, and even the opposing lawyer was left speechless. Just as things seemed like they might change, the prosecution brought forward a witness. But this witness was someone with severe myopia, nearly blind at night. The lawyer noticed immediately and tested him in the courtroom. She held up an image from a distance, and the witness said he saw a beautiful woman. She then asked how, if he couldn't identify an image from 10 meters away, he could have seen the man clearly in a dark alley. The witness couldn't respond. He began sweating nervously. She continued pressing him, exposing contradictions in his testimony. Eventually, the witness couldn't even confirm that he had seen the man, or that he had even been at the scene that night. Due to the lack of solid evidence, the judge decided to suspend the trial and demanded more conclusive proof before proceeding. But just as the judge ordered the witness removed, the prosecution presented a new document: DNA test results taken from under the victim's fingernails. The analysis showed a match with the accused. The man then remembered that the girl had scratched him that night. The lawyer was stunned. The prosecution seized the moment and demanded an immediate verdict. The crowd reignited, shouting for justice and punishment. The judge slowly raised the gavel, preparing to deliver the final verdict.